am Doomsvince, and this is day 61 of Spawn Year.
Temptation. So often the things we long for most are those that are the worst for us, and our desire for them is powerful and irrational. The instinctual impulse for what might satisfy us in the short term, overpowering that which truly nourishes us, makes us healthy in the long term. I won't deny that I've had an intense pang for Mountain Dew since I arrived here, but the idea that that's really the first thing that came to mind when Doomsvince offered me anything I desired for my own possessions, I can't believe that. I won't believe that. I've gone over it again and again in my mind. The first thing I thought of was a picture of my family. He must have planned this from the beginning. Surely that's it. No matter what I thought of, he was going to send that bottle to torture me, to make me wonder what I think truly matters, to question every conviction until there's nothing left in me but doubt and confusion. I let myself get cocky and complacent. This is Doomsvince's world and I'm just sitting in it. Even when I win, I lose. I can't let it get to me. Can't play into the devil's hands, as Cagliostro continues to accuse Spawn of doing. He's returned from that spooky forest where all the animals have eyes that look like they desperately need touching up in Photoshop, and he too is tempted with worms he brought back that have an inherent evil which the costume derives strength from as it consumes them. Cog warns Spawn not to give in to the costume's will. It needs these worms now, but if he isn't in control, all this extra evil will consume him. At least I can survive without Mountain Dew, though it certainly feels necessary with the oozingly slow pace of these comics lately. The issue focuses primarily on Tony Twist and the people he controls. We're given an example of his power at the start, when Twist's men come into the home of one of his employees, takes him outside, and shoots him in their car for stealing from Tony. This scene merely establishes a food chain, and soon it's revealed that even Tony answers to someone, Mr. Bartino, who owns Overkill and wants him back. But Overkill is in pieces from the Terry Fitzgerald fiasco. Fortunately for Twist, an opportunity presents itself when Tremor shows up. Finally, what took him so long? Wasn't revenge against Twist for killing his family and mutilating him his sole motivator back when Spawn sent him off with incriminating files way back in 25? Tremor leaves without harming Twist because Twist tells him his brother wasn't killed with the rest of his family. Without Twist, Tremor will never find him. Then Twist tries to get his hands on Tremor and turn him into a new, improved Overkill, quote, without a human brain. That should make integrating all those cybernetic implants easier, since humans supposedly have such a hard time with those. Speaking of, where's Cygor? 4 issues of setup, and 3 issues with no mention of him whatsoever. Spawn still doesn't know he even exists, and we're expected to both care for and remember everything about him, which isn't a lot, for when he finally shows up again. Why is this a Tremor issue? There's another good cliffhanger here. Tremor entices Spawn to help him with the names of Terry, Wanda, Cyan, and Wynn, which he got from one of Twist's thugs, and whom Twist apparently has plans for. Before this, Spawn still could have cared less about Tremor's vendetta, even though he relates to it as much or more as the freak's supposed beef with Dr. Delirium, whom he aided in committing murder. There's some potentially intriguing setup here, even though it comes out of nowhere. I don't know what Doomsvince has planned for me next. Maybe that Mountain Dew bottle is like the button on the tombstone, and life would be easier if I opened it. Maybe it's reverse psychology. Maybe I'm supposed to open it, but I'm being tricked into thinking I shouldn't. Right now, I don't care. I'm not touching that. Whenever I look at it, I'll just imagine I'm looking at a picture of my wife and son. Signed, Captain Logan.